Hello everybody, Claudio here for Growth.Lat, and today we are bringing you the Cardano Roadmap update for March 2021. Let's go slow, let's go by parts. First, we're going to talk about the implemented changes, okay? First, in Daedalus, this week the team added support for Trezor passphrase usage and made some catalyst-related UI/UX improvements to the registration process. They also implemented a range of new features, including a display of the reward address, a stake pool filtering option, and improved performance of the stake pool list rendering. In Adrestia, this week, the team worked on native tokens metadata availability, CI, and test suite improvements. Specifically, they worked on end-to-end testing of native token metadata, including metadata submitter, Cardano GraphQL, and Cardano Explorer. They also updated Cardano Wallet to GHC 8.10.x. They continued implementing CI and test suite improvements to make QA easier, faster, and better. And finally, they continued development work of multi-sig features. In networking, the team worked on the support for local root peers and enhanced the simulators, Monad Fix, and EQ state instances for various transactional variables. They contributed to the release of node version 1.26.1. In DevOps, this week the DevOps team respun the DevNet environments. That's EVM, KEVM, IELE, with unique network IDs. They spent some time undockerizing and updating components for DevNet environments to enable simpler deployments and switch from Hey Proxy to Traffic for DevNet and Catalyst environments. They also began testing Cardano Node version 1.26 at the 48-hour mark on mainnet, completed Nix builds for the ERC20 converter, and started bit deployment for testing. The team did an initial dry run for tooling and setup of the Yoroi Catalyst snapshot round, worked on improvements for Cardano's metadata server, and in preparation for its final release. And finally, the team updated voting tools for Fund 4. They added an absolute slot number and uses hash of metadata instead of raw CBOR as signature payload, and worked on multi-node vertical scaling of relays testing on the mainnet. Talking now about the Cardano decentralization. This week, the team made progress implementing new Alonso rules in the ledger, which involved generalization of existing Shelley code and working on the new serialization support for Alonso. The team also worked on the reward audit tool, supported the node version 1.26.1 release with large state AWS benchmarks, which helps to track performance issues, and they worked on issue resolution. The work is ongoing within the node login reimplementation. The team implemented AKG forwarding tests. They progressed with node integration with the trace forwarder, reviewed new login API documentation, and started the log forwarding protocol design. The team also added large state genesis support to the Cardano node, which means that node developers can now start a local cluster within a Nix shell large state and use the port staggering scheme, which supports automated QA tests. And finally, the team planned the collaboration process with QA in relation to cross-platform node synchronization benchmarking. And finally, Gogin. The Plutus team worked with QVic on contract testing. They also reduced the node client log output and simplified parameterized script instances. The Marlowe team worked on the implementation of running contracts in the Marlowe dashboard client and improved contract semantics. They also started working on the export of contracts as mermaid graphs and fixed some CSS issues in the Marlowe playground. Last but not least, they also worked on styling for the Marlowe Suite UI elements. This was Claudio for Growth.Lat. Thank you guys for watching. See you again next video. Bye-bye.